Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Here I make book related videos. So if you're interested in books, do subscribe to my channel and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video. Today's video is a wrap-up video where I'm going to talk about the books that I read during August. August was a pretty good reading month for me. I read 16 books and I don't think I have ever read so many books in a single month before. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. The first book is The New 1 Minute Manager by Kenneth H. Blanchard and Spencer Johnson. I have read 2 books by Spencer Johnson before and I really liked them. So I picked this book with a lot of expectations but was disappointed. This short book is an allegorical story about a lot of practical advice on effective management. The tips are practical and realistic. I personally didn't find much value in the book as the concepts discussed here were nothing new to me. The next book is Veronica Decides to Die by Paulo Coelho. Paulo Coelho is one of my favorite writers and this book made me fall in love with his writing all over again. This book is not for everyone to read as the subject is very intense. Mental illness is the central theme of the book. The book tells the story of Veronica, a beautiful young girl who has everything in life, but still she finds her life tedious and wants to kill herself. She tried to commit suicide but survives. She is sent to a mental asylum where she gains a new perspective to life. Paulo Coelho wrote this book based on his own experiences in a mental asylum. At 17, Coelho's parents committed him to a mental asylum from where he escaped 3 times before finally being released at the age of 20. The reason? He wanted to become a writer. Perhaps this is the reason that Paulo Coelho could write about the experiences in a mental asylum with so much insight and compassion. I will highly recommend this book to anyone who wants to rediscover the meaning of life and power of death in order to live the life that we want and not that the society wants us to live. The next book is October Junction by Divya Prakash Dubey. October Junction is a beautiful story of a successful entrepreneur Sudeep and a struggling writer Chitra. They both meet once in a year, taking a break from the complexities of life. This simple yet beautiful story will keep you hooked till the end. And it is written in a very easy Hindi so that even the beginners can easily enjoy it. I have also done a detailed review of the book. I will leave the link in the description box. Do check it out. The next book is We Should All Be Feminists by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This book is a short, insightful essay about feminism. It doesn't point fingers or blames men. Instead, it offers calm and logical arguments for a positive change. I would highly recommend this book to anyone who is curious about feminism or gender studies because it offers a perfect introduction. The next book is The Diary of a Social Butterfly by Moni Mohsen. I absolutely love this book. The main attraction of the book is the protagonist, Butterfly, and her typical behenji turned maud wali Angrezi language. Butterfly's caricature, her self-obsession, and her views of the world had me laughing from beginning till end. The diary is written in the form of diary entries, which highlights the artificial morals of the high-class socialites of Karachi. This book is an absolute fun read. Butterfly's ignorance of the worldly matters and her horrible English makes for a quick fun read. The next book is The Postman Always Rings Twice by James M. Cain. This novella is a classic crime tale full of twists and turns. It was first published in 1934 but was banned at many places due to its provocative scenes. The novella follows Frank Chambers, who gets dumped in Southern California with no cash. He is offered a job by Nick, who runs a small truck stop on the highway. Then comes Cora, Nick's beautiful wife, who is unhappy in the marriage. Soon an affair begins and the lovers plot to remove Nick from their way. This tight little story is full of passion, desperation and determination, which is going to have disastrous consequences. A very interesting read. The next book is Joy at Work by Marie Kondo. The book is primarily aimed at white-collared workers. Most of the ideas in this book are more or less the same as propounded in Marie Kondo's other books, but are targeted towards the workplace. The idea of sparking joy is quite helpful if you are looking to declutter. But then Marie Kondo's all the books are revolved around the same idea. So if you have read her other books, there is not much new to pick in this book. The next book is The Far Field by Madhuri Vijay. The book is set in Kashmir and brings to fore the sad plight of the Kashmiri people. The book tells the story of a young privileged woman, Shalini, who after her mother's death decides to travel to a remote village in Kashmir. She wants to track a traveling salesman, Bashir Ahmed, who used to visit her home years ago. During her journey to Kashmir, she makes lots of new connections in the strangest circumstances. The Far Field is a very absorbing read. I have also done a detailed review of the book. You can check the link in the description box. The next book is Newcomer by Keigo Higashino. This is a murder mystery in the Detective Kaga series. A middle-aged woman in the Nihonbashi area of Tokyo is murdered. Newly arrived Detective Kaga is assigned to the case. Soon Kaga discovers that most of the people working in the area are somehow linked to the incident, and so begins his investigation. Newcomer is not a fast-paced crime thriller, but rather a cozy murder mystery, which I'm sure you will enjoy reading. The next book is Remember Me by Sophie Kinsella. Whenever you want something quick and entertaining to read, pick a Sophie Kinsella book. Remember Me tells the story of Lexis Smart, who wakes up on a hospital bed to realize that the last 3 years of her life has been erased from her memory. She remembers herself as an underpaid 20-something with a loser boyfriend. But in reality, she is rich, successful and married, but she cannot recall how the big change happened. Adding to the confusion is another guy who claims to be her lover. This book is a quick, fun read which you cannot put down once you start. The next book is Tales of Fosterganj by Ruskin Bond. This is another gem by Ruskin Bond, which is a perfect book to curl up with. The author enthralls the readers by telling fascinating stories about the fictional town of Fosterganj. The book has everything: hills and their beauty, murders and mistakes, sinister and benevolent people, a man-eating tiger, a robbery and a murder. If you are looking for something light and entertaining to read, then pick up this book. If you have Amazon Prime membership, then you can read this book for free under Prime Reading. The next book is Susanna's Seven Husbands by Ruskin Bond. This short novella by Ruskin Bond was also adapted into a blockbuster movie, Saath Khoon Maaf. This short book tells the story of a rich, beautiful woman, Susanna, and is narrated by her neighbor Arun. The mysterious deaths of her husbands bring Susanna under suspicion. This short novella is fast-paced and a gripping read. The next book is Banaras Talkies by Satya Vyas. This is the story of three friends, Suraj, Anurag and Jayavardhan, who are pursuing law at the Banaras Hindu University. This is the story of their friendship, their life at hostel, of Banaras, of a bomb blast and their close escape. This is a nice book with compelling narrative and engaging writing. I have also done a detailed review of this book. I will leave the link in the description box. The next book is The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon. This interesting book tells the story of Christopher Boone, a 15-year-old with Asperger's syndrome or high-functioning autism. Christopher is accused of killing Wellington, his neighbor's dog. So he sets out to solve the mystery, and during his investigation, he discovers many unexpected hidden secrets along the way. A very fast-paced and interesting read which you will enjoy. The next book is The Boy in the Striped Pajamas by John Boyne. This is truly an amazing and overwhelming book. The book tells the story of 9-year-old Bruno, whose family moves from Berlin to Auschwitz, where his father will serve as a commandant of the concentration camp. Bruno feels lonely as he has no friends. One day, he meets a boy from the other side of the fence. This friendship between the two boys living on the opposite sides of fence will have disastrous consequences. It is very difficult to hold back the tears as the story unfolds and the impending doom lingers on the horizon. A must read. And the last book is Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. Big Magic is an inspiring and honest discussion about the creative process. It is a helpful and practical guide to becoming a more productive and creative person. It will inspire you to live a life by following your happiness. I will highly recommend this book to anyone who is looking forward to becoming a more creative person. So these were the books that I read during August. Have you read any of these books? If yes, do share your thoughts in the comment section. And if you have liked this video, please like, share and comment. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. Until my next video, bye and take care.